students, see the lengthy methods given in the books. Not necessary. Let us solve a simple shortcut method to solve the problem of this series here. Okay, so this is going to be Lyman series and that is Fund series. You know the lengthy methods given in the books here, but you should remember only one thing, that frequency is inversely proportional to square root of principal quantum number. So frequency of Lyman by frequency of Fund series is equal to NP whole square by NL whole square, that is 5 square by 1 square, that is by Fund is equal to 25. Therefore, frequency of Fund series is equal to frequency of Lyman by 25. So, with this simple shortcut formula, you are getting the answer B as a correct option. Hope you have enjoyed this one. Dear students, see the lengthy methods given in the books. This much method is not necessary. Let us have a simple shortcut formula for the last line of Balmer series to that of last line of Lyman series. He is asking us to find out the frequency ratios, or he is asking us to find out wavelength ratios. Then we can use this relation and find that lambda is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. That's it. So he is asking first Balmer series, lambda Balmer by lambda Lyman is equal to n Balmer by n Lyman whole square. N Balmer is 2, n Lyman is 1 whole square. So 4. So the ratio of lambda Balmer to that of lambda Lyman is taken as 4. Such a simple shortcut method it is. Thank you. Let us discuss the worst shortcut. Here he is asking us to find out the potential energy and kinetic energy in a hydrogen atom. You all know kinetic energy is always positive and potential energy is always negative in an atom. So need not solve. Directly you can say this is positive and this is negative. So C option is correct and remaining options are completely different. My dear students, this was a question asked in NEET 2018. He is asking us to find out what is the ratio of kinetic energy to that of total energy. And you know the formulas for total energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. If you take these two formulas, it is understood that kinetic energy is equal to minus times of total energy. Kinetic energy is equal to minus sign times of total energy, because minus sign is there here. So with this it is understood that B is going to be the correct option, because 1 is to minus 1. This is 1 means this should be minus 1. That's it. No Boolean algebra, no truth table. I use reverse method to solve the problems of diodes. For example, he is telling that output is 1. So output, if it is 1, it is an AND gate. Output is 1 only when both the inputs are 1, because 1 into 1 is nothing but 1 here. That means C is definitely 1. So select the option in which C is 1. Enough. In the second case also, he is telling that Y is equal to 0. If Y is equal to 0, you have to select such a case. Whether this is 1 or 0 doesn't matter, but C should be compulsory 0. If C is compulsorily 0, then only it is going to be 0, because 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0. Therefore, option is A. So, completely input C should be 0 definitely. So, reverse method, how did you feel? It can be solved without Boolean algebra, without truth table also. He is asking that output should be 1. Then what are the correct inputs? For this I will use reverse method. I don't take inputs and find the output by using truth table. I take reverse method. I take Y is equal to 1 and this is an AND gate. Output is 1 when both the inputs are 1. That means C should be definitely 1. And your option is fourth option. Thank you. Let us see the lengthy methods given in the books. This is not at all necessary. Let us have a simple shortcut formula for this previous year NEET question. Now you can just see this is asked latest 2023. So he's asking us to find out the wavelength ratios. If you observe here, he is taking a Balmer series, he is taking a bracket series. He is asking us to find out the shortest wavelength of a bracket series, whereas Balmer series is given as lambda here. So lambda bracket by lambda Balmer is equal to, it is n bracket by n Balmer whole square, because wavelength is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. I said many times. There's a simple shortcut method here. So lambda bracket is lambda br, lambda Balmer is given as lambda, which is nothing but n bracket by n Balmer is how much? N bracket is 4 by 2 whole square, which is 2, which is 4 here. 2 square is 4. Therefore, lambda bracket is equal to 4 times of lambda Balmer. That's it. Your option is B. That's it. Students, see the lengthy methods given in the books. This is not at all necessary. I've got a simple shortcut for you. That is, wavelength is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. You can just see wavelength of Lyman series to that of wavelength of Balmer series is principal quantum number of Lyman, principal quantum number of Balmer whole square. So Lyman is 1, Balmer is 2, which is whole square 1 by 4, which is 0.25. This is your simple shortcut instead of using these lengthy methods. Thank you. Okay, students, see the question asked in previous years. He is asking us to find out the ratio of velocities. He has given the metal frequency and also frequency of an incident light ray. Metal frequency, frequency of an incident light ray, and you can just see the lengthy methods given in the books. We can bypass this method by simply he's asking us to find out the velocity ratios. You can just take velocity is directly proportional to frequency difference. So therefore we can write velocity v1 by v2 is equal to square root of frequency difference is nothing but here this is 2f naught minus f naught, and this is 5f naught minus f naught. So we'll be getting square root of f naught by 4f naught. So your answer is 1:2. So this is C option. With the simple shortcut formula you can solve this problem instead of going with lengthy methods. Thank you very much. My dear students, see here how to solve this problem without even completing this square wave. The shortcut here is you just will choose the 4 values and find out the solution and get the correct option. This is the shortcut here. You can just see here. A is 0, B is 0, then C is also 0. That means 0, 0 is 0 here. This is 1, this is 0, and this is 1. Means 1, 0 is 1. And again here, this is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. 1, 1 is 1 again. Here this is 0, this is 1, and this is 1. 0, 1 is also 1. So without remaining things you need not test here. This many values if you test, you'll get the answer directly. So what type of gate it is? It is an OR gate. That's it. Because it is doing only addition operation A plus B. So this is taken as A option. Hope you have enjoyed this.
Friends, see the lengthy methods given in the books. This is not at all necessary. I have a shortcut for you. We can solve the problem without pen and paper also. What is that, See, you just remember one thing, that the speed of electrons in a photoelectric effect is directly proportional to square root of energy coming from the sun and work function. So therefore V1 by V2 is equal to E1 minus W naught divided by E2 minus W naught. It is given that E1 is 1 electron volt, E2 is 2.5 electron volts. That's it. W naught is common 0.5. You just do the difference, you will be getting square root of 0.5 divided by 2. Therefore, V1 by V2 is equal to 1 by 4 under root, which is 1 by 2. So your answer is?
My dear students, see the lengthy methods in the books. Not necessary. I have got a shortcut for you. The shortcut is, you can just see the electron transition takes place from third excited state to second excited state. It is taken as wavelength lambda, and second excited state to first excited state, it is taken as lambda 2. And the shortcut formula for you is lambda is directly proportional to product whole square by sum, product of principal quantum numbers. For example, if you take lambda 1, it is 4 into 3, and lambda 2, it is 3 into 2. So therefore lambda 1 by lambda 2 is product whole square, means 4 into 3 whole square by 4 plus 3 divided by 3 into 2 whole square by 3 plus 2. If you calculate this, directly you'll be getting 20 by 7. If you want, you can check it out. Okay. Friends, see the lengthy methods given in the books. Not necessary. I've got a shortcut for you. It is a case of wavelength ratios of Balmer series whose transition is from n equal to 2 to 3. I mean 3 to 2. Again in second line also it is from n equal to 4 to 2 in the same case of Balmer series. You can see the lengthy methods, but there is a shortcut for you. Wavelength is directly proportional to product whole square divided by sum into difference. This is my shortcut here. So in the first transition, you have to consider the wavelength is given here. So lambda 1 by lambda 2 is equal to product whole square. This is lambda 1. Lambda 1 is with you, 660. Lambda 2 you have to find out. So product whole square means in the first case transition 3 into 2 whole square by 3 plus 2 into sum into difference means 3 plus 2 into 3 minus 2. Similarly here also transition is 4 to 2. So 4 into 2 whole square by 4 plus 2. 4 minus 2. So by cross multiplication, you get this answer. You solve and comment below whether you have got the answer or not. Thank you. My dear students, how can you understand this logic gate in a super simple way? You can just see that these two are the switches and this is a bulb of high resistance. You remember only one sentence, you can solve this. The current always follows low resistance path and this is very high resistance. Bulb is having high resistance, so the current will pass in this direction and bulb will not glow only when both the switches are closed. That means bulb will not glow means bulb will show 0 when both are closed. In remaining cases the bulb will glow because any one is open. The current has to pass through the bulb because there is no other way. My dear students, this is a NEET previous year question. I would like to explain this in a super simple way. You can just see the circuit here. Here the resistance here, this is a bulb here. See, this bulb will glow only when both are open. This is a switch which is open, this is an open. Then only the current will pass through the bulb will glow. Both are open means this is 0, this is 0. And the bulb will glow means glowing means 1, not glowing means 0. Let us imagine that I have closed this one. I have closed this one means this is going to become 1 now. Then the current will pass through this path and goes to the ground. It will never flow through the bulb. And if I close this one also, the current will flow in this direction because current is very intelligent. It always follows low resistance path. Never likes to go through the bulb. It goes when there is no other way. Hope you have enjoyed this one. That's why when both are zeros, current will flow, bulb will glow means 1. In remaining cases, the bulb will not glow. And now tell me what type of gate this is in a comment. My dear students, this is a previous year question asked in NEET 2023. He is asking us to find out what is the relation between radius of an orbit and principal quantum number. Radius of an orbit and principal quantum number 1, 2, 3, 4 of these shells. You should remember one thing, that radius is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. See, radius of the first orbit, it is given as 5.3 into 10 power minus 11, which can be taken as 0.53 Armstrongs. You have to convert meters into Armstrongs. That's it. R is directly proportional to n square, that is R2 by R1 is equal to N2 by N1 whole square. So R2 is going to become N2. N2 is nothing but 3 by 1 because third orbit is to first orbit into R1. So you have to write R1 which is 0.53. So therefore 9 into 0.53 gives you 4.77 Armstrongs. So D is, and see the lengthy solutions which are given in the textbooks. But I have got a wonderful shortcut for you. And the shortcut is, in this case of a Zener diode, whenever it is given that in a Zener diode, V input is 120, okay, and this is series resistance RS. This is voltage across the Zener diode, and this is voltage resistance across the load. That's it. If this is the data given, we can use a direct single step formula here. What is that? Current across the Zener diode is asking us to find out. So current across the Zener diode is V in minus Vz by Rs minus Vz by RL. This formula directly to apply. Okay, so V in is 120, Vz is 15, Rs is this one,
5 kilo ohms. So 5 into 10 power 3, and this is 50 again. Vz is 50 divided by RL is 10k. K means 10 power 3. So if you simplify this one, take this 10 power 3 to the numerator 10 power minus 3, it becomes 14 minus 5, that is 9 into 10 power minus 3 amperes, which is nothing but 9 milliamperes. This is going to be your answer. Where is the time for this many big calculations in the exam? Not necessary. I have got a shortcut for you. This is going to be your shortcut here. He's asking us to find out the wavelength. He's asking us to find out the wavelength, and he has given the work function W0 here. He has given the work function, and there is a simple shortcut formula present in almost all the competitive exam books. There is W0 is equal to 12375 by lambda. Lambda is nothing but 12375 by W0. Enough. You can do this problem in a just single step. That is 12375 divided by W0, that is 4.125. Okay. So 4.125 gives you exactly 3000 Armstrongs. And your answer is already? My dear students, whenever you get these type of structures which was asked in NEET 2018 and 1999, whenever you find the structure in which there are two NOT gates, two AND gates and one OR gate, definitely this combination is going to become XOR gate or exclusive OR gate, whose truth table is this one. That means A dot B bar plus A bar dot B. This is called as XOR gate. The shortcut is no need of applying any Boolean algebra or nothing else, or no truth table is required. Just if the structure is having this type of pattern, you can just blindly say it is an XOR gate. Thank you very much. My dear students, you can just see this is a previous year problem which was asked in the year 2019. ओके अभी देख लीजिए यहाँ पर कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स सॉल्यूशन दिया हुआ है, इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स सॉल्यूशन, एंड डायग्राम इज आल्सो वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड. फर्स्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन हियर. द क्वेश्चन इज दीज आर द टू मिरर्स, mirror OA and OB. Light ray enters in this direction and strikes one mirror, it reflects back, strikes the other mirror, reflects back again. But here the condition in the problem which is given is, it is said that the light ray enters parallel to the mirror OA, that means it is parallel to AO. This line is parallel to AO and RS is parallel to AB. That means this RS is parallel to OB. These two are parallel, these two are parallel. It is given in the question. And he is asking us to find out what is an angle. ये angle कितना है? What is this angle he is asking? ये कितना angle है? Angle between the mirrors पूछ रहा. तो कैसा solve करेंगे उसको? इतना complexity की जरूरत नहीं. I'll give you a simple logic here. When these two light rays are parallel, this angle and this angle will be same because they are corresponding angles. When this line is parallel to this mirror, this angle and this angle is going to be same because they are corresponding angles. And now here one more thing is this angle of incidence and this is angle of refraction. Whenever you take a line here, a light ray falls and reflects back. These two angles are called as glancing angles and they are going to be same. These two are glancing angles, they are going to be same. With this it is understood that ये theta अगर है तो this is also going to be theta. ये अगर theta है, this is also going to be theta. इसका मतलब, and all the three angles are same. That means you can consider the angle sum property. What is the meaning of angle sum property? Theta plus theta plus theta is going to be 180 degrees. This is called as angle sum property. So 3 theta is equal to 180. Theta is equal to 180 by 3. Your answer is 60 degrees. I have solved the problem in a different way instead of going to the complex methods. इतना आसान तरीका है समझने के लिए. You can just understand this one. Okay. Dear students, let us see the structure here now. This is also a previous year question asked in NEET and JEE MAINS. This type of many models are asked. Now in this case, he has taken two mirrors. That is M1 and that is M2. This is M1. ये M1 है और ये M2 है. And they are having certain angle which is given. वो angle भी दे दिया. The angle is 70 degrees. Okay, so what is the condition here? You just see. तो एक लाइट रे जो है ना यहाँ से शुरू हो रहा, इट इज P एंड यहाँ पर स्ट्राइक होके फिर रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा, दिस इज R, अगेन इट इज रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक इन दिस केस, सो दिस इज टेकन एज yes, P Q R yes, but the condition here is the condition given, either condition क्या दे रहा, the condition is OA is parallel to R yes, that means these two light rays are parallel. When these two are parallel, then you will get one small conclusion that ये angle 70 अगर है तो this is also going to be 70 degrees, because these are corresponding angles, parallel lines are having same angles. If this is 70, this is also 70. क्यों? Because ये इसको glancing angles बोलते हैं. इसका मतलब incident ray, reflected ray. These two angles, the angles made by the incident ray and reflected with the mirror is said to be glancing angles, और ये दोनों angles same है. That means this is 70 and this is also 70. And this is 70, this is 70 means it is 140. So in a triangle, अगर ये दो 70 है तो remaining angle how much it is going to be? 70, 70, 140 means remaining is 40. Okay? And you know this is normal. Normal means it is making 90 degrees. 90 degrees, when you remove 40, 90 में से अगर 40 निकाल दो तो what is remaining? 50 is remaining. So your answer is 50. My dear friends, one more question asked in previous years. Here also there are two mirrors, M1 and M2. And angle between the two mirrors is 60. You can just see here, एक light ray जो है ना PQ, it strikes on the mirror, reflects, strikes on the other mirror, again reflects. PQRS. In this way they are going to reflect. He is asking us to find out angle of incidence I. I को मालूम करने के लिए कह रहा. तो how can you find out that I? किस तरह हम I को मालूम कर सकते हैं? It's a very simple logic here. But in the problem, there is one condition given. That condition, if you understand, it will be easy for you. The condition is PQ is parallel to mirror M2, and again RS is parallel to mirror M1. These two are parallel and these two are parallel. Okay, and I said that if these two are parallel, अगर ये 60 है तो फिर ये भी 60. And ये 60 है तो ये भी 60. These two are called as glancing angles. What I mean to say is, one light ray falls and reflects back. This is incident ray and this is reflected ray. And this is a mirror. Then ये दोनों angle हमेशा same रहते. ये दोनों को क्या बोलते हैं? They are called as glancing angles. We call them as a glancing angles here now. So this is 60 and this is 60. Okay? अगर ये 60 है तो फिर ये भी 60, क्योंकि ये दोनों parallel है. ये 60 है तो ये भी 60 because they are called as glancing angles. Okay, this is 60 and this is 60 means these combined together it is 60 degrees, because 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180, and angle of incidence, angle of reflection दोनों same है. इसका मतलब 2I is equal to 60 here, that means I is equal to 60 by 2 which is 30 degrees. So this is also same type of model. खुशखबरी है कि फिजिक्स बायोलॉजी से भी इजी कर दिया है हमने, आपके लिए इतना आसान कर दिया. आप देख लीजिए कितना लंबा सॉल्यूशन दिया है. यहां पर एक डिस्क रोल कर रहा. क्वेश्चन इज सेड दैट डिस्क इज हैविंग अ रोलिंग मोशन, एंड व्हाट इज द वर्क डन बाय द डिस्क व्हाइल रोलिंग, एंड द लेंथी प्रोसेस इज गिवन. कितना लंबा प्रोसेस दिया है. मैं इसके लिए आपको सिंपल शॉर्टकट दे रहा हूं. ये शॉर्टकट यही है. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी योर शॉर्टकट. देख लीजिए आप. तो जस्ट हाफ mv स्क्वायर 1 प्लस के स्क्वायर बाय आर स्क्वायर, एंड यू ऑल नो डिस्क का के स्क्वायर बाय आर स्क्वायर वैल्यू क्या है? 1/2 है. डायरेक्टली सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिए. यहां पर मास दे दिया, सो मास यू सब्स्टिट्यूट, एंड वेलोसिटी दे दिया. वेलोसिटी सेंटीमीटर्स में है, उसको मीटर्स में कन्वर्ट कर दिया 0.2, एंड के स्क्वायर बाय आर स्क्वायर वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दे तो यू विल बी गेटिंग डायरेक्टली थ्रू 3 जॉल्स. आपका आसान कर दिया है मैंने. इस तरह के शॉर्टकट्स के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दिया है, जाइए मेरे ऐप के अंदर. चैप्टर वाइज आप 30 आवर्स के अंदर आप 100 मार्क्स हासिल कर सकते हैं. इन 30 आवर्स देयर इज अ कोर्स ऑफ जस्ट 1299. दैट्स थैंक यू. टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस टुडे सम मैजिकल शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूलास. आज के मैजिकल शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूलास क्या है? ये सेशन आपको नीट तक जाएगा.
Today I am going to discuss some of the NEET previous questions and also JEE mains previous year questions so that it will help both of you. Okay, देखिए आज के क्या है मैजिकल फॉर्मूलेस. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये चैप्टर जो है ना वेव ऑप्टिक्स का चैप्टर है. क्या है इसके मैजिकल फॉर्मूलास अभी आप देखते हैं यहाँ पर. ये जो क्वेश्चन है ना नीट का प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन है, उसके बाद जेईई मेंस का भी सेम मॉडल का क्वेश्चन हम समझाएंगे. लेट अस गो अहेड नाउ. अभी देखिए यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन क्या है मालूम आप लोगों को. इंटेंसिटी अगर पूछ रहा वाईडीएससी एक्सपेरिमेंट के अंदर या कोई भी एक्सपेरिमेंट के अंदर इंटेंसिटी मैक्सिमम माइनस इंटेंसिटी मिनिमम बाय इंटेंसिटी मैक्सिमम प्लस इंटेंसिटी मिनिमम अगर पूछ रहा तो हर मर्तबा इतना बड़ा फॉर्मूला यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. हर मर्तबा इतना बड़ा फॉर्मूला यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. हमारे पास एक मैजिकल फॉर्मूला है जो आपको बगैर सॉल्व करे के आप प्रॉब्लम कर सकते हैं. इसको याद रखना कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं है, सलवोटो में याद रख सकते हैं. इतना बड़ा प्रोसेस करेंगे ना आप, जबरदस्ती से आपको 1 मिनट या 2 मिनट्स लग जाएंगे, बट हम आपको इतना आसान मेथड बताएंगे कि आपका दिल खुश हो जाएगा. लेट अस गो अहेड. वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट अ सिंपल शॉर्टकट. सो दिस इज टुडेस मैजिकल फॉर्मूला. ओके, तो यहां पर क्या है, यहां पर इंटेंसिटी रेशियो दे दिया. इंटेंसिटी रेशियो का मतलब n है वो. ओके, सो इंटेंसिटी रेशियो मतलब I1 by I2 इज इक्वल टू n दे दिया, रेशियो दे दिया. तो हमारा शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूला क्या हो गया, मैजिकल फॉर्मूला यही है. सो अगर रेशियो n है तो फिर आंसर क्या होगा, 2 रूट रेशियो मतलब 2 रूट n बाई 1 प्लस रेशियो. 1 प्लस रेशियो मतलब 1 प्लस n. आपका आंसर रेडी. नेक्स्ट ये हो गया जेईई मेंस का क्वेश्चन. यहां पर क्या दिया आप लोगों को, रेशियो. व्हाट इज द रेशियो गिवन, रेशियो इज I1 by I2, इट इज गिवन एज 2x. देख लीजिए यहां पर क्या दिया, 2x दे दिया. ही हैज गिवन 2x. क्लास कितना आसान है, मजा आ रहा है यार, इतना मजा है फिजिक्स के अंदर, इतना मजा है. सो 2 रूट रेशियो का मतलब क्या है, 2 रूट 2x बाई 1 प्लस 2x. तैयार है आंसर. अच्छा लगा, ठीक है. तो नाउ अभी देखिए यहां पर नीट का और एक प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन फ्रेम मॉडल के अंदर. तो यहां पर क्या पूछ रहा मालूम आप लोगों को, सम ऑफ मैक्सिमम एंड मिनिमम इंटेंसिटीज पूछ रहा. सम ऑफ मैक्सिमम एंड मिनिमम इंटेंसिटीज पूछ रहा. ये हो गया मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी का फॉर्मूला, a स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab. मिनिमम मतलब a स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर माइनस 2ab, क्योंकि यहां पर ये का मतलब रूट I1 है, b का मतलब रूट I2 है. सो a स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab का मतलब, इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करते चले जाओ, ये सम ऑफ स्क्वायर्स एंड डिफरेंस का स्क्वायर रूट है, स्क्वायर्स है यहां पर. तो यहां पर क्या पूछ रहा आप लोगों को, सम पूछ रहा. दैट मींस ही इज आस्किंग अस टू फाइंड आउट I maximum plus I minimum. Okay, see I am explaining in English as well as Hindi so that South audience as well as North audience both gets benefited. So यहाँ पर देख लीजिए आप लोग, I maximum plus I minimum दो भी पूछ रहा. He is asking both. So if you add these two, what are going to be cancelled? देखो प्लस कैंसिल हो जाएगा, माइनस कैंसिल हो जाएगा. अभी बचेगा क्या, 2I1 प्लस 2I2. तो 2 को कॉमन कर दीजिए आप लोग, 2I1 प्लस I2. आ गया आपका आंसर, सलवाटो में आ गया. तो ये हो गया आपका सॉल्यूशन. होप यू हैव एंजॉयड. थैंक यू. प्यारे बच्चों, जनरली जो है ना इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम जहां पर आप लोगों को आउटपुट 1 दे दिए, सो आउटपुट इज 1. आउटपुट 1 देने के बाद इनपुट्स क्या चीज हो सकती, यानी कि व्हाट शुड बी द इनपुट्स बोल के पूछ रहा क्वेश्चन के अंदर. जनरली सबसे मुश्किल मेथड क्या है, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग मेथड क्या है, ये पूरे ट्रूथ टेबल को डालना है, क्योंकि 3 इनपुट्स है तो 8 पॉसिबिलिटीज है. 8 पॉसिबिलिटीज कितना टाइम लगता है मालूम आप लोगों को, बहुत सारा टाइम खा जाता है. मेरे पास सिंपल शॉर्टकट है. इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट, यानी कि इनपुट से आउटपुट जाने के बजाय मैं क्या करता हूं मालूम आपको, रिवर्स मेथड इस्तेमाल करता हूं. आउटपुट 1 लेता हूं और इसके जरिए से इनपुट्स को आसानी से मालूम कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि आउटपुट अगर 1 आना है एंड गेट के अंदर, दोनों इनपुट्स अगर 1 है तभी आउटपुट 1 हो सकता. इसी तरह ये भी एंड गेट है, आउटपुट 1 आना है मतलब ये दोनों इनपुट अगर 1 है तो ही आउटपुट 1 आएगा.
तो इससे ये पता चलता है कि तीनों के तीनों इनपुट्स 1 होना चाहिए, तो आपका ऑप्शन 4 है। इसको कहते हैं कि रिवर्स मेथड, रिवर्स टेक्निक बोलते हैं इसको। अच्छा लगा तो कमेंट कीजिए कि कौन से चैप्टर के अंदर नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम आपको सॉल्व करना है। Friends, today I would like to discuss about a fluids short tricks here. तो in this fluids अभी आप लोग देख लीजिए, ये है कैपिलरी राइज मेथड और इसके अंदर हमको रिलेशन मालूम करना है। व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन मास ऑफ द लिक्विड एंड द रेडियस ऑफ द मेनिस्कस। इसका रेडियस r है और इसका मास m है, मास ऑफ द लिक्विड एंड रेडियस। सो क्या रिलेशन हो सकता है, लेट मी डिस्कस हियर। एक तो क्या है, फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन डाउनवर्ड्स is taken as m into g. Force acting upwards can be taken as tension into length. ये दोनों फोर्सेस को इक्वल कर दे, जो टेंशन इंटू लेंथ इज इक्वल टू मास इंटू ग्रेविटी, एंड टेंशन लेंथ का मतलब सर्कमफरेंस 2 पाई r m इंटू जी। सो मास और रेडियस का रिलेशन क्या हो गया यहाँ पर, मास इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू रेडियस। सो m2 by m1 is equal to r2 by r1. सो m2 by 5 R2 हो गया 2R, R1 हो गया R यहाँ पर। सो R गेट्स कैंसल। सो मास M2 हो गया 2 into 5 विच इज इक्वल टू 10 ग्राम्स। तो ये हो गया आपका आंसर 10 ग्राम्स। माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये आपके लिए जबरदस्त शॉर्ट ट्रिक लेकर आया हूं जिसके अंदर ये प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन YouTube का है। यहां पर YouTube है एंड इज आस्किंग अस टू फाइंड आउट, क्या पूछ रहा है यहाँ पर, डेंसिटी ऑफ ऑयल पूछ रहा, डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर 1000 ग्राम्स पर, आई मीन 1000 kg पर मीटर क्यूब आप लोगों को मालूम है, तो कांस्टेंट है। तो यहां पर किस तरह इसको सॉल्व करें शॉर्टकट के अंदर, तो द कॉन्सेप्ट हियर इज प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू h rho g। यहां पर प्रेशर, एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर कांस्टेंट है, जी भी कांस्टेंट है। अब रिलेशन क्या है, डेंसिटी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू हाइट। So density of oil by density of water is equal to height of water by height of oil. तो सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिए, यहां पर वाटर का लेवल कितना है, इट इज 65 mm, 65 plus 65 इट इज 130, और ऑयल का 10 सेंटीमीटर एक्स्ट्रा है, इसलिए इट इज गोइंग टू बी 140. सो डेंसिटी ऑफ ऑयल इज इक्वल टू 130 into it is going to be 130 into 1000 divided by 140. तो आपको आएगा आंसर 928। चाहे तो आप कैलकुलेशन करके देख लीजिए, 928 आंसर। थैंक यू। कौन मेडिकल स्टूडेंट चाहता है कि इंटीग्रेशन एंड डिफरेंशिएशन से प्रॉब्लम करे? कोई नहीं चाहता। वी कैन अवॉइड दैट वन। नो नीड ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन, नो नीड ऑफ डिफरेंशिएशन, डायरेक्टली वी कैन सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम। वी कैन अवॉइड ऑल दिस न्यूसेंस एंड नॉनसेंस। अब देखिए आप लोग, यहां पर जो इक्वेशन दिया है ना, ये इक्वेशन को इस्तेमाल करके डायरेक्टली विदाउट पेन एंड पेपर सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। कैसे? अभी देखिए, ये इक्वेशन मैं यहां पे लिख दिया एंड आई एम कंपेयरिंग दिस इक्वेशन विद द जनरल इक्वेशन, s इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस हाफ ए टी स्क्वायर। अब यहां पर देखिए, यहां पर क्या है, हाफ ए के प्लेस में -2 है और ये क्या हो गया, -4। क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, 4 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम को बगैर इंटीग्रेशन एंड डिफरेंशिएशन के मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स किस तरह कर सकते हैं, वो टेक्निक्स और वो चीट कोड्स मैं आप लोगों को बताता हूं। सबसे पहले देख लीजिए प्रॉब्लम और इसका इंटीग्रेशन मेथड भी देख लीजिए। मैं आपको बगैर इंटीग्रेशन के सॉल्व करना सिखा रहा हूं। यू कैन जस्ट सी द इक्वेशन। ये सारा प्रॉब्लम अच्छी तरह से पढ़ लीजिए आप लोग, मुझे पढ़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं। आई कैन सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम बाय जस्ट दिस इक्वेशन। x इज इक्वल टू 70 प्लस 4t स्क्वायर। मैं क्या करता हूं, इसको s इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस हाफ ए टी स्क्वायर के साथ कंपेयर करता हूं। अभी देख लीजिए, यहां पर हाफ ए के पास क्या क्या चीज है, ये और ये। हाफ ए इज इक्वल टू 4, ये इज इक्वल टू 8 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। आ गया मेरा आंसर। होप यू हैव एंजॉयड। My dear students, whenever these type of problems will come, you are going to solve the problem by using free body diagram. But I'll tell you a cheat code. मैं आप लोगों को cheat code समझाता हूं। ये cheat code क्या होता है, इतना आसानी से solve कर सकते हैं। He is asking us to find out इसका एक्सेलरेशन कितना है और इसका एक्सेलरेशन कितना है, यही तो पूछ रहा है ना। इतना आसान है, मालूम आप लोगों को, इतना आसान है। एक्सेलरेशन एंड मास आर इनवर्सली रिलेटेड। एक्सेलरेशन इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू मास। इसका मतलब जिसका मास ट्रिपल है उसका एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी बाई 3 होगा, और जिसका मास यमी है उसका एक्सेलरेशन जी ही होगा। बस इतना सा चीट कोड याद रख लीजिए, इसको कोई फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम की जरूरत ही नहीं है। ठीक है, समझ गए आप लोग?
Dear students, let us solve the problem in a super simple way. You can see the textbook method. It's a little bit more effort you need to solve the problem by using the textbook method. Let us avoid this method. Okay. Let us avoid this method and go with a super simple method. So what is a simple method to solve this problem without any efforts? Let us discuss about that. Okay. So for that, what you have to do is, you just see here sin omega t, cos omega t. You all know sin omega t means it comes under y-axis, and cos omega t means it comes under x-axis. Okay. And if you observe the coefficient of sin and cos, nothing is there. Nothing is there means 1 is present. Here also 1, here also 1. That means amplitudes along the x-axis and y-axis are going to be 1. That means this is 1. You can consider x equal to 1 and y is also equal to 1 here. Okay. So this is also equal to 1. And if these two are 1 and 1, then the resultant is going to be root 2, because you know 1 means the resultant is going to be root 2. Your answer is ready. Without pen and paper also you can solve this problem. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
My dear students, इस प्रॉब्लम को इतना बड़ा मेथड नहीं जैसा सिंपल में किस तरह कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पर ये वेव्स का प्रॉब्लम है, ये नीट का प्रॉब्लम है, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन का। इक्वेशन देख लीजिए आप लोग, साइन के सामने कुछ भी नहीं है, इसका मतलब 1 ले सकते हैं। कास से पहले जो एम्पलीट्यूड है कुछ भी नहीं है, यहाँ पर भी 1 ले सकते हैं। इसका मतलब ये 1 एम्पलीट्यूड 1 है, ये 2 एम्पलीट्यूड भी 1 है, कुछ भी नहीं है मतलब 1 है। ठीक है। और कास का मतलब एक्स एक्सिस के ऊपर, साइन का मतलब वाई एक्सिस के ऊपर। ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर एम्पलीट्यूड क्या है 1, ये एम्पलीट्यूड क्या है, ये भी 1। और क्या पूछ रहा, रिजल्टेंट एम्पलीट्यूड पूछ रहा। क्या पूछ रहा, द एम्पलीट्यूड रिजल्टेंट पूछ रहा। इसका मतलब पाइथागोरस थ्योरम यूज करो तो 1 square plus 1 square is going to be root 2. So you can take the answer as equation number 2, that is second option. Hope you have enjoyed this one. My dear student, this is a question of waves. Okay. तो यहाँ पर आप लोग देख लीजिए टेक्स्ट बुक का सॉल्यूशन कितना लंबा है, और दिस इज ए क्वेश्चन ऑफ वेव्स। यहाँ पर रेजोनेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी दे दिया 420 315 एंड फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी पूछ रहा। एंड आप लोगों को मालूम है कि दिस इज अ केस ऑफ ए स्ट्रेचड स्ट्रिंग। ओके, इन ए स्ट्रेचड स्ट्रिंग यू नो n1 is to n2 is to n3 is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3, यानी कि it is 1 is to 2 is to 3। इसका मतलब ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं है। What you have to do is, ये जो भी फ्रीक्वेंसीज दिया ना, इनका अगर डिफरेंस कर लिया जाए 420 minus 315, you will be getting the answer directly। ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं है। Hope you have enjoyed। Thank you very much। So आपके लिए खुशखबरी, वेव्स का प्रॉब्लम मैं समझा रहा हूं। तो वेव्स के अंदर सबसे पहले आप लोग देख लीजिए, क्वेश्चन को समझिए। क्वेश्चन के अंदर एक रोप है, रोप के नीचे से एक मास अटैच हुआ है। तो मास इसका m2 है, रोप का मास m1 है। तो नीचे जो टेंशन है और ऊपर भी टेंशन है, और यहां पर जो रिलेशन पूछ रहा, इज आस्किंग अस टू फाइंड आउट द रिलेशन बिटवीन वेवलेंथ एंड मास। So wavelength is directly proportional to mass। कैसा है, velocity is equal to n lambda, velocity is equal to root of t by mu, t is equal to root of mg by mu। ये मास है, नीचे वाला मास है, कोई भी मास हो। तो यहाँ पर वेवलेंथ का और मास का रिलेशन क्या है, वेवलेंथ इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू अंडर रूट ऑफ मास। इसका मतलब वेवलेंथ क्या पूछ रहा, रिलेशन यहाँ पर लैम्डा 2 by लैम्डा 1। लैम्डा 2 मतलब ये ऊपर वाला वेवलेंथ जिसका मास बोथ रोप है और मास भी अटैच है m1 प्लस m2, और नीचे वाला वेवलेंथ ओनली मास m2 है। तो आपका रिलेशन आ गया सी ऑप्शन। माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज अ टॉपिक ऑफ वेव मोशन। ये वेव मोशन का क्वेश्चन है, इसके अंदर आप सॉल्यूशन देख लीजिए, कितना ज्यादा लेंथी मेथड दिया है, इसको समझना भी बहुत मुश्किल है। मगर यहाँ पर ये केस क्या है, इट इज अ केस ऑफ क्लोज्ड पाइप। यहाँ पर ये क्लोज्ड पाइप का केस है। यहाँ पर यू नो द फ्रीक्वेंसी रेशियो इज 1:3:5 है, नहीं है, 1:3:5 है, नहीं है। अब यहाँ पर देख लीजिए आप लोग, दो फ्रीक्वेंसीज दे दिया, यहां पर दो फ्रीक्वेंसीज दे दिया और ये फ्रीक्वेंसीज का डिफरेंस मालूम करना है. यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द डिफरेंस एंड डिवाइडेड बाय 2. तुम्हारा आंसर बहुत आसानी के साथ डायरेक्ट आ जाएगा, इतना सॉल्यूशन करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. तो यहां पर देख लीजिए, आप लोग क्वेश्चन अच्छा तरह से पढ़ लीजिए. यहां पर यू विल बी डूइंग 260 माइनस 220 बाई 2 दैट इज 40 बाई 2 विच इज इक्वल टू 20. आपका आंसर आ गया. इतना लंबा प्रोसेस करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि इसका रेशियो हमको मालूम है 1:3:5. मतलब गैप डिफरेंस कितना है 20. 2 डिफरेंस है, इसलिए फ्रीक्वेंसीज के डिफरेंस को 2 से डिवाइड कर दो. ये वेव इक्वेशन का प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन है नीट का. आप लोग देख लीजिए क्वेश्चन के अंदर क्या दिया हुआ है. क्वेश्चन के अंदर वेवलेंथ दे दिया 2 पाई और फ्रीक्वेंसी दे दिया 1/π हेर्ट्ज एंड इक्वेशन फ्रेम करने के लिए बोल रहा. कितना आसान है ये. सो फ्रीक्वेंसी 1/π, एंगुलर वेलोसिटी 2πn है, आप लोगों को मालूम है. इसका मतलब ओमेगा 2π इंटू n क्या हो गया 1/π हो गया. पाई कैंसिल, ओमेगा क्या हुआ 2 रेडियंस पर सेकंड हो गया एंड वेवलेंथ दे दिया 2π. तो k क्या हुआ प्रोपगेशन कांस्टेंट 2π बाय लैम्बडा. सो लैम्बडा 2π खुद दे दिया. सो k के प्लेस में 2π बाय लैम्बडा मतलब 2π बाय 2π. ये हो गया 1. सो k हो गया 1, ओमेगा हो गया 2. आपका जनरल इक्वेशन क्या है, यही है जनरल इक्वेशन. वेव का जनरल इक्वेशन यही है. सो ये डाल दीजिए साइन k के प्लेस में 1 मतलब कुछ नहीं, लिखने की जरूरत भी नहीं. सो ओमेगा का मतलब 2. सो 2t हो गया इक्वेशन तैयार. आ गया आंसर भी इससे सैयार की तरह. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हैव अ नाइस डे. माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये प्रीवियस ईयर नीट का क्वेश्चन है. ये क्वेश्चन क्या है आप लोग समझ लीजिए. यहां पर दो इक्वेशंस दे दिया. दो इक्वेशंस क्या क्या दिया, पहला इक्वेशन दिया, दूसरा इक्वेशन भी दिया, जनरल इक्वेशन नहीं दिया. यहां पर देख लीजिए जनरल इक्वेशन क्या है, sin ओमेगा टी प्लस के एक्स प्लस 5. इसका मतलब यहां पर 5 क्या हुआ, ये हो गया फेस 5-1. इसका मतलब 5-1 0.57 है. यहां पर cos का इक्वेशन दिया, इसको साइन में कन्वर्ट करना है तो π/2 से ऐड करना पड़ेगा. sin will become cos sin theta is equal to cos theta is equal to sin theta plus π/2. यहां पर फेस हो गया 5.2 का वैल्यू कितना हो गया π/2. पाई का मतलब 3.14/2. इसका मतलब 1.57. क्या पूछ रहा, फेस डिफरेंस पूछ रहा. फेस डिफरेंस किस तरह मालूम करेंगे, फेस डिफरेंस मतलब 5.2 माइनस 5.1. इसका डिफरेंस कर दो 1.57 माइनस 0.57 हो गया 1 रेडियन. आ गया आंसर. आ गया आंसर. इतना आसान है. माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू 1 मिनट सीरीज. हियर यहां पर एक वेव जो है ना, एयर में से वाटर में जा रहा, एयर में से वाटर में जा रहा. उसका स्पीड 10 टाइम्स बढ़ रहा. 350 था 3500 हो गया. तो वेवलेंथ कितने गुना बढ़ेगा, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स वेवलेंथ इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. यू ऑल नो, आप सब लोग जानते हैं वेलोसिटी इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वेवलेंथ बिकॉज v इज इक्वल टू n लैम्बडा. फ्रीक्वेंसी डज नॉट चेंज. व्हेन मीडियम चेंजेस फ्रीक्वेंसी डज नॉट चेंज. वेलोसिटी एंड वेवलेंथ आर डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड. then what happens when velocity increases by 10 times, wavelength also increases by 10 times. That is the answer. Increases by 10 times. Third option is going to be the correct answer. Good news for a NEET students. I am going to solve this problem in a super simple way. And how I am going to solve? Let us see. He has given a wave equation. वेव इक्वेशन दे दिया और उसको मैं क्या करूं, जनरल इक्वेशन से कंपेयर करूं. ये हो गया तुम्हारा वेव का जनरल इक्वेशन. यहां से हम ओमेगा निकालेंगे. ओमेगा कितना हो गया 100 और यहां से के भी निकालेंगे. के कितना हो गया 1/10. whenever a body moves in a circular motion, this is angular velocity and this is angular velocity, that is linear velocity. And you should know one thing, that angular velocity is directly proportional to linear velocity. When you remove this proportionality, ये proportionality निकाल दिए तो तुमको कांस्टेंट आ जाएगा k. और मालूम करना क्या है, यहाँ पर is asking us to find out the velocity of a wave. So v is equal to w by k. w is 100 and k is 1/10. Then simplification will get 1000 meters per second. So simple it is. नीट वालों, इतना आसान मेथड बताऊंगा आपको दिल खुश हो जाएगा. यहां पर ही इज आस्किंग अस टू फाइंड आउट स्पीड ऑफ ए वेव. वेव का इक्वेशन दे दिया, 2006 में पूछ लिया, इसका आंसर मैं कह लिया. तो व्हाट इज दिस नाउ, आई एम कंपेयरिंग दिस इक्वेशन विद ए जनरल इक्वेशन. मैं ये दोनों को कंपेयर करूंगा और इसमें से k निकालूंगा. k हो गया 0.55, ओमेगा हो गया 4 पाई. एंड आई टोल्ड यू मेनी टाइम्स दैट कभी भी ये लीनियर वेलोसिटी है तो फिर ये एंगुलर वेलोसिटी है. एंगुलर वेलोसिटी डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू लीनियर वेलोसिटी. प्रोपोर्शनलिटी निकाल दो, यू विल बी गेटिंग कांस्टेंट k. अभी k दे दिया और ओमेगा भी दे दिया. स्पीड पूछा तो स्पीड विल बिकम ओमेगा बाय k. सो ओमेगा कितना 4 पाई, k कितना 0.5 पाई. तो आंसर कितना 8 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. आ गया आंसर. इतना आसान. My dear students, how can you solve this previous year NEET 2016 question in a super simple way? He is telling that the current is 2 amperes passing from A to B. He's asking us to find out the potential across AB. It's so simple. Potential across AB is nothing but, you know, V is equal to IR. So current is I 2 into 2, which is 4. Here already battery is having 3 volts. Plus 3. Here also V is equal to IR. So 2 into 1, which is equal to 2. So totally 9 volts is going to be the potential difference across AB. That's it. So simple it is. My dear students, this is a previous year NEET question. Let us solve in a super simple way. So he is giving an equation. I am comparing this equation with the general equation. If I compare these two, one thing you have to remember that whenever a body goes in a circular motion, angular velocity is directly proportional to linear velocity. When you remove this proportionality, you will get a constant k, which is called as propagation constant. And he is asking us to find out the speed. Speed is nothing but omega by k. And what is omega? Comparing these two equations, omega is 15 and k is 3. So this is nothing but 15 by 3. So velocity is going to be 5. So this is 5 meters per second. Your answer is C option. My dear students, this is a previous year NEET question. See the lengthy methods given in the books. You can just see the lengthy methods given in the books. I'm going to give you a simple funny short trick. What is that, you know? This is an equilateral triangular resistors which are all same. He's asking us to find out the current here. I will just write 3V by 2R, which is very dangerous to apply. So you can write now I is equal to 3 into V is 2. By 2 into R is 2 into 30. You will be getting 1 by 10 amperes. That's it. My dear students, whenever these type of complex Wheatstone bridge will come, if you find out the resultant resistance of these three resistors, that is going to be the answer. How? See, this is RR, it's going to be 2R. This is R. 2R is in parallel with R. So R1, R2 by R1 plus R2 is the formula. So 2R into R by 2R plus R, which is going to be 2R by 3. It's a simple shortcut method. Good news for NEET students. I am going to teach you a cheat code which will help you to solve the problem without even solving the problem. This is a concept of beats. Okay. Here there are two tuning forks. The first tuning fork's frequency is given in both the cases, and the beats are given as 4 and 4 in both the cases. But the difference is, in the first example, second one is loaded with wax. In the second example, first one is loaded with wax. In the first case, if the second one is loaded with wax, then the first one should be added with 4. Okay, first one should be added with 4. Therefore, your answer is 254. If the second one is loaded, if the first one is loaded with the wax, okay, if the first one is loaded with the wax, then the first frequency should be subtracted with 4. Therefore, the answer is 256. Hope you have enjoyed this one. My dear students, this is a previous year NEET question model here. Okay, so he's asking us to find out the potential difference across A and B. How simple it is to find out the potential difference across A and B. You just see here, you all know V is equal to IR. Current is 5 and you can just see here, now potential here is 15. Okay, so you have to add 15 here directly. Here positive comes first, so we have to add. If negative terminal comes first, then you have to subtract. That's it. That's a simple trick here. So this combined together, this is 5 2s are 10 here, because V is equal to IR, current into resistance. Here this is going to be again 10 volts directly, and this is 5 into 6, that is going to be 30, and this is totally, first positive comes then negative comes, that's why you have to add them. If first negative comes and then positive comes, then you have to subtract. That's it. If you add them, you will be getting 70 volts. The simple technique to solve the problem. My dear students, the simplest way to solve the problem of beats is by using the finger techniques. What is the meaning of finger technique here? Let me discuss here now. You have seen the first tuning fork whose frequency is 200. Second tuning fork's frequency you have to find out. And you know that second tuning fork is loaded with a tape here. Okay. So let us imagine now. The first one is 200. The second one is, we don't know. Let us take first one is large. Second one is smaller. Okay. And the difference is 4 beats. How much it is? It is given as 4 beats. The next time it becomes 6 beats. How? So already this is the gap is 4 beats. This is loaded with a tape. Its frequency will decrease. That means gap also has to increase. Gap will increase. With this it is understood our assumption is correct that this is larger, this is smaller. That means as the first one is larger, N1 minus N2 is equal to 4. N1 is 200 minus NB is equal to 4. Okay. So therefore, NB is equal to 200 minus 4. Your answer is 186. Hope you have enjoyed this hand technique. I would like to discuss a very simple concept that is called as Young's double slit experiment. It's a previous year question asked in NEET 2022. What are the things given in this Young's double slit experiment? Number of fringes it is given as 8. Wavelength is given as 600 and second wavelength is given as 400. He is asking us to find out the number of fringes when wavelength changes from 600 nanometers to 400 nanometers. It's very simple thing you have to remember is number of fringes is inversely proportional to wavelength. The greater the wavelength, the lesser the number of fringes. It is as if wavelength is inversely proportional to frequency. Fringes is nothing but frequency. Okay. So therefore, you have to write here now. N2 by N1 is equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. N2 by N1. N1 is 8. Lambda 1 is 600. 600 divided by 400. These two zeros goes. 4 ones, 4 twos. 2 6 are 12. So your answer is 12. Students, this is a NEET previous year 2015 question. I'll tell you a simple strategy to solve this problem here. So intensity is directly proportional to slit width. Whereas in the problem slit width ratio is given. Intensity is directly proportional to width, but intensity is directly proportional to amplitude whole square. He has given width of the slit means he has given intensity indirectly. So that's why 1 by 25. But I is directly proportional. A square A is directly proportional root I. So if you want to find out the amplitude, you have to do square root of intensities. That is 1 by 25. Gives you 1 by 5. Then you have to find out what is this I maximum by I minimum. So how are you going to find out the I maximum? That means you have to add the amplitudes, you have to subtract the amplitudes and square it. Then you will get directly the answer, which is nothing but 1 plus 5 by 1 minus 5 whole square. If you do, you will be getting 9 by 5. 9 by 4. Thank you very much. My dear students, this is a problem asked by many students. And I am going to discuss this in a super simple way. You can just see here, this is 2R and this is R. This much part of the circuit is having the answer as 2R by 3 because this is 2R and this is R. As this is a symmetrical figure, we will cut these connections here now and there is nothing here. Okay, so this is 2R and this is R, gives you 2R by 3. Similarly, this part also gives you 2R by 3. And this is R and this is R plus R 2R. So 2R by 3 plus 2R gives you 8R by 3 because these two we are adding and they are in series. Similarly, this much part of the circuit if you consider, it is 8R by 3 and this total circuit it is called as 8R by 3. 8R by 3, 8R by 3, they are in parallel. So when two resistors are in parallel and they are same, then it is half of, result will be half. That means 4R by 3. These combined together, it is 4R by 3. But in the middle, there is again 2R. Okay. So 2R. And what is, they are parallel. 4R by 3 and this 2R are parallel. So 4R by 3 into 2R by 4R by 3 plus 2R. This is because R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. This is the formula in the parallel connection. So then finally, you will be getting like this. So this is 3, 3 gets cancelled, R gets cancelled, 2 1s, 2 5s. So your answer is, the resultant answer is going to be 4R by 5. 4R by 5. This is 4R by 5. That's it. Thank you very much. My dear students, one of my students asked this doubt. It appears to be a very complex question. It is a question of work here. He has given the mass of a body as 500 grams, which is nothing but half kg. and he has given the value of V, a typical value he has given, but nothing is there to worry. So he is asking us to find out the work done, isn't it? Work done is asking, and the limits are from x is equal to 0 to 4. As 0 is considered, there is no chance of taking 0 because there is no displacement, and you have to take it as 4 here. X is 4 here. Now, here I have taken a value of V first of all. I have found the V here. Bx power of 5 by 2. X is equal to, he has given it is as 4 here now. So I have taken 4 power of 5 by 2. 4 is nothing but 2 square, and B value is 0.25. I have taken as 1 by 4, so that calculation gets easier. So this is 1 by 2 square, then 4 means 2 square, 2 gets cancelled, 2 power 5. So 2 square, 2 power 5 gets simplified, being 2 cube here. That's it. So W is equal to half. Mass is how much here? 500 grams means half kg. Into V square is nothing but 2 cube whole square again. So this is 1 by 2 square into 2 power 6. So this getting cancelled, is going 2 power 4. So okay, 16 joules is going to be our answer. That's simple. My dear students, this is the latest question asked in NEET 2023. In this question, there are two tubes given, open tube and closed tube. Their lengths are same. It is said in the problem, the lengths are same. If the lengths are same, what is the ratio of their frequencies? He is going to ask you to ratio the frequencies now. Okay. So here, open pipe means, you know, the formula is V by 2L, and closed pipe means the formula is V by 4L. Okay. So you understood from this that open pipe is greater than closed pipe, and this is 1/4 and double, that is. That means N open by N closed. By seeing these values, we can judge that it is going to be 2:1. Otherwise, you can just divide. You will get 2:1. So simple it is. My dear students, this is a problem of beads. I am going to explain this problem by using finger technique. What is the meaning of finger technique? Here, you can just see here, there are two tuning forks A and B. And already there is A, which is having 250 Hz as its frequency. And another frequency, that is B, is unknown to us. But it is said that the gap between that is 4 bits, isn't it? The gap is 4 bits. And it is said that A is filed. When a tuning fork A is, for example, this is A and this is B. This is filed. Filed means with a sandpaper you will rub it so that its frequency will increase. So when you file this one, the frequency increases from 4 beats to how much? 6 beats. So frequency is increasing. With this, it is concluded that A is already larger, B is smaller, gap is 4. When you file this one, its frequency increases, gap also increases. That means this is larger, this is smaller. Opposite to that, if you imagine this is smaller and this is larger, this is A and B, a gap is 4, this is filed, means its frequency will increase, gap has to decrease. But the question says that gap increases. That means previous imagination is correct, the next imagination is going to be wrong. So it is clear with this that A is greater. That's why NA minus NB is equal to delta N. And NA is given to us 250. NB is unknown. Delta N is 4. See, 6 bits he is giving second time. That is only to judge which is larger. It is not used to solve the problem. You have to use only the 4 bits to solve the problem. The next data of bits is given just to decide which is larger, not to solve the problem. Hope you all enjoyed. Now, NB is equal to 250 minus 4. Your answer is 246. D is going to be the correct option. My dear students, whenever this type of problem will come, in which a body travels half distance with speed v1, remaining half distance with speed v2, we generally use this much lengthy method, but we can avoid this one. We have a small cheat code I am going to explain you. Whenever this type of problem comes, you just find the normal average. That means what you have to do? 60 plus 40 by 2 if you do, you will be getting 50 kilometers per hour, you know? Yeah. But you should select the option which is less than 50 and very close to 50. That means your correct option is 48. Simple cheat code you use, you can save a lot of your time in NEET and JEE mains.